Okay, I'm back. And more pipe for everybody. Yeah, I know. Very crass, very crude. But stay with me. First, let me RDP into my testing unit. And when I said pipe, I was referring to X-Pipe here. This is pretty cool. If you've actually gone to the website or if you've actually listened to a couple of other YouTubers talking about this, they call it a connection hub, and pretty much it is. When I first installed it and loaded it up, I didn't really know what I was doing. I basically managed to get my local machine, which is this one right here. Let me just close these other things down for now. And one of the cool things is it gives you your shell environments. You got PowerShell, you got Command Prompt, uh, and it even has possibly actually this is PowerShell version 5. I could actually load up some of the other versions if I wanted to, or I could put in the Windows terminal, which would actually allow me to use Bash on this machine. I think anyway. I'm gonna have to test that out. Now, since then, I've been messing around with things. This is actually the connection section here. This little sprocket is like I believe is for settings. And there it is. There's the pop-up. If we go there, here you go. It tells you which version, the runtime version, blah blah blah. Some kind of virtual machine set up here, and you got all this to mess with. You got Discord, you got Slack, you got Stack information, you got open source notices, and this is an open source application, by the way. You got a bunch of different things here. If you go under System, you can actually see you have the Start GUI here. We go to drop down, see what else we have. We can stay in the tray. Okay, cool. If we want to quit for the closing behavior or just minimizing. Advanced developer mode. I'm not even going to try to mess with that right now. Maybe later. Check for updates. We have that already set up. For the appearance, primer light. Well, you already saw the theme. I mean, we have other options here. Let's see what Nord Dark looks like. Oh, not bad. Kind of cool. Cupertino light. Oh well. And there's this Dracula mode here. Let's see what that looks like. I like it. We'll stay there for now. Use use system fonts. Well, there's a lot of customization here. Synchronization, vault. What's that about? Storage. Okay. I'm gonna put that to use later. Terminals. What do we got here? We've got all these right here. Clarity. Never mess with that one. WesTem. Never mess with that. Things to look into. And let's see. We have editors. Notepad. The old standby. VS Code. Notepad++. Most of the others I haven't even messed with. Local shell. And let's see what we got under security. Always confirm the elevation. Don't cache. Okay. Deny temporary script creation. Disable cert utilities on Windows. Don't accept any new SSH host keys. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to push those through because I'm still learning my way around this thing. We're not live for anything else. We have a password manager. It's like we got a troubleshooter. We got a developer section here. Okay, pretty cool. What's this over here? The license. Report issues if we have problems. We have access to GitHub. Yes, the repository's right there. Here's the Discord. What's this one down here? Updates available. I'll mess with that later. And we got the browser. I'm going back to the connections. Since then, I've actually managed to create more machines. Or should I say, I had one success, two failures. First, with the failures, I tried to SSH into this Linux tablet, and I got a failed connection. I've got to work and see what the difference is between Zorn and Ultramarine, because Ultramarine worked and I'm able to get in there. I got access to the root terminal, bash terminal for shell environments. I have not added anything else yet. Let me see. Find available connections. I can see what else we got going on here. We can browse the files on the machine. Let's take a look at that and see what we got. Good evening. Here we will be able to see where I left off last time. And as it populates, wow. So pretty much this is actually File Explorer for a Linux system right now. Pretty cool. Set up in a way that I can actually tell it's Linux, but also feels like I'm in Windows. But hey, between you and me, we are in Windows, but that's only because I installed this hub on this machine and established connections throughout the network. And I got a lot of other dummy devices, testers, which I can actually bring in here. And at some point, I'm probably going to try to bring them all in and see how fast and how badly I can overload this thing. But if I go to downloads, do I have anything? No. Quite honestly, it's a new install, so that I didn't have time to actually mess around and put anything in there yet. Next time. Now, if I don't want to go there, I can go back to connections. I can close it. I can also go over here. I tried to also set up on a repaired Lenovo laptop, so I don't know if it's something that I messed up on the repair that and configuration on the laptop, or if it's just that I missed something on the setup here. That's okay. I'll live, I'll breathe, it's all good. But I just wanted to share this with you, and as I learn more, I will be sharing what I find out. We have an all scripts section here, and wow, Starship Z Shell, Starship PowerShell. I'm noticing a theme about this love of starships. But you know what? Different terminals, I'm good with. My scripts, I've got nothing in there at the moment. Or the C-Link. Under custom, what do we have? One item. Doesn't look very interesting. Maybe it just needs time to populate. Let's see what we have under predefined. Nothing too impressive. And we have the search line here. If I wanted to create a new machine, let's go back to settings and let me see if I can add a new machine. Remote host, and let me see let me try a simple SSH connection and see if that works first. Not messing with the gateway, and let me see if I can bring this up here. These are all local IP addresses, so it doesn't really mean anything unless you know the outward facing IP address and then work your way inward. And yes, you hear my wonderful hunt and peck skills. Yes, port 22. And if I can, let's see. Who's the user? You know what? I believe this tablet has more than one login. So let's use mine. And let's see if this works. SSH agent. let's see. We'll call this we'll call it Nico's tablet, and let's see if this takes it or not. I've already had 2 fails, so I already know what that looks like. I only had 1 success so far, not counting the local machine. Let's see if it lets me in. It's taking a pseudo test, so it's probably gonna fail, but let's see. Come on, come on, come on. And yes, connection timed out, so a simple SSH connection did not work. Let me try something else. Okay, it looks like that didn't work. I tried switching to a page agent and that said it wasn't even there, so let's try a PowerShell remote session. It's going to change a little bit differently, so let me see if I can get this right here. I'm not sure if it's case sensitive or not, but let's go with it. Desktop. Let's try with and let's say none. Let's see if it takes this or not. The right output. No. You are currently not an administrator? Okay, fine. I get it. Did I miss something along the way? I probably did. Well, I'll skip this for now. And as you can see, Nico's tablet was added over here. That's okay. It gives me something to work with and test out later. But you get the general idea. You can add as many machines and you can use SSH or you can use a PowerShell connection. Though I definitely have to learn more about that and then get that together. But the best part is I can actually access the materials or whatever resources are on these machines once I actually have a connection established. Kind of like having everybody on one hub, and then I can just bounce pictures from one computer to the other, music from one computer to the other, put everything off, accessing everything off of one server. And this could work for that. If I find anything else interesting, I will share, but hopefully this helps you. Now, everybody have a good night. Now, scat, vamoose, ta-ta.